It doesn't matter if you agree with 99% of what the woke mob wants you to believe in. If you disagree with one thing, if you step one toe out of line, they will try to destroy you. They will try to cancel you. And that's what they've attempted to do to J.K. Rowling, and it hasn't worked out very well. Her books continue to sell like crazy. The game that's based on the world that she created, Hogwarts Legacy, had massive sales, $1 billion in sales in just a few weeks. Because quite frankly, normal people don't think that what she says is all that controversial. When she says that she supports trans people, but thinks that there's a difference between women and men, biological women and biological men, virtually everyone in the world agrees with those sentiments. But that is not enough for the woke echo chamber. And now that they've tried to cancel her and failed, they come at her every single time she speaks. And this time it's by trying to twist her words in a new interview. When she came out and talked about how she knew that there would be some people that read her books and liked her books that would have a problem with the things she was saying because of who they think the vulnerable people in the population are, she knew that there would be some backlash. And she said something from her book. She took basically a quote and a description from her books and applied that to some of the people in the transgender activist movement, the woke, insane people out there that are trying to push for these things that the vast majority of people think are wrong. Well, now that's being twisted into something else. Rowling compares trans people to Death Eaters, admits she knew Potter fans would turn against her. It's interesting how many people in the mainstream media, how many headlines are exactly like this. J.K. Rowling compares trans people to Death Eaters, when in reality, it's not exactly the way it's described. J.K. Rowling created the Wizarding World, the magical land started by the Harry Potter series. It later inspired 8 movies, multiple Universal theme park lands, a Broadway play, spin-off movies, spin-off books, video games like Hogwarts Legacy, and millions of fans worldwide. Despite her runaway success, the once beloved fiction author has damaged her charitable reputation in recent years. You know what? I don't actually think she has. J.K. Rowling is someone who disagrees with probably nearly everything I believe in terms of the political landscape. She is a renowned leftist. She makes that very, very clear. However, she's not in lockstep when it comes to the transgender movement. She's never said she doesn't think trans people should exist or that they shouldn't have rights. She simply says that you shouldn't be equating trans women to biological women, that there is a difference. They shouldn't be imprisoned with them. You shouldn't group them together for certain things. And that alone is enough to get her kicked out of the woke mob and for them to try to attack her. But in all reality, it seems like she's only gained support from most normal people out there, if I'm being perfectly honest. In the most recent episode, Rowling recalled the moment she decided to speak publicly. When I first became interested in and then deeply troubled by what I saw as a cultural movement that was illiberal in its methods and questionable in its ideas, I knew if I spoke out, many people who love my books would be unhappy with me. I know that because I could see they believed they were living the values I espoused in those books. I could tell that they believed they were fighting for underdogs and difference and fairness, and I thought it would be easier not to. I knew this could be really bad, and it's been bad personally. It's not been fun, and I've been scared at times for my safety and overwhelmingly for my family's safety. Shocking many fans, Rowling also compared transgender activists to Harry Potter Death Eaters, an evil radical group that follows Lord Voldemort and aims to eliminate all witches and wizards born to non-magical parents. Well, when you look at the radical transgender activists, the ones who say, either you agree with me or we're going to try to kill you. Either you agree with me or we're going to excise you from society. We're not going to let you live your life. We're going to go after you again and again and again. Pretty apt comparison, isn't it? But let's get to this quote that people are so upset about, right? And I want to go back to Master the TDS posts here because look at this. In a recent interview with J.K. Rowling made an analogy using a line of dialogue said by Death Eaters when asked what she would say to the people who have become like villains in her books. Twitter decided she's comparing trans people to Death Eaters. Look at this entire scope of things. Some people saying she needs to be shot. Some people saying she needs to be arrested. She just said her entire books are about anti-trans. Stupid fucking people. But let's look at the actual quote. When asked what she would say to people who claim she's become like the villains in her books, Rowling said, "I would say some of you didn't understand the books. The Death Eaters claim, quote, we've been made to live in secret and now's our time. And any who stand in our way must be destroyed. If you disagree with us, you must die. They demonize and dehumanize those who are not like them. I'm fighting what I see as a powerful, insidious, misogynistic movement that has gained huge purchase in very influential areas of society. It's tough to say that that's wrong. When you're talking about actual misogyny, whether you're talking about the invasion of women's sports, whether you're talking about stripping away the rights of women to be separated, right? When you have these all-female prisons, these all-female shelters, these all-female things out there that are suddenly being invaded by trans people who are claiming to be a different gender and then go in there and abuse women. I can understand where she's coming from when she says that. And the fact that now everyone is freaking out and being like, look, now she's saying all trans people are like Death Eaters. How dare she? It's just the same shit over and over again from these woke activist freaks. They will stop at nothing until they destroy her, all because of this one difference in opinion that she has. Not that trans people don't deserve to live or deserve to have rights or anything, that there's simply a difference between biological men and biological women. And every single time these people come after her, it only helps her. It only boosts her book sales. It only boosts the video game sales. These people will not stop, but it just continues to be a positive for J.K. Rowling. What do you guys think about her latest comments? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.